Shalom, dear friends. This week I wish you Shabbat Shalom here alongside one of the busiest roads in Lawrence, Kansas, Iowa Street. What in the world is the rabbi doing here holding a sign on a busy highway? Perhaps it's a better pay than being a Chabad rabbi, but here's another reason. A couple of days ago I was driving down this road and I noticed a young man standing there with a sign, jumping and dancing and trying to give attention to one of the businesses here in the strip mall. And I got myself thinking, why in the world are they paying money for someone to stand there? It's a lot cheaper just to put up a sign. Why the human? And then I realized the truth is, when people actually pay attention, when someone is standing there with a human sign, I notice drivers slowing down, actually looking to see, what is this all about? This reminded me of a very special lesson in this week's Torah portion. This week's Torah portion speaks about the Ir Miklat, the city of refuge. What happens if somebody, God forbid, does a terrible act by mistake? Perhaps they even took away another life. Somebody was murdered in an accident. It's a very dangerous time for that person because the relatives and friends are trying to come and do revenge. So the Torah tells us that the Jewish people have to establish special safe zones, special places where those who have made mistakes in life can go there to be at peace, to be safe and be secure. And the Torah goes further and tells us that it's not enough to establish these cities of refuge, but we also have to make signs to point in that direction, to make sure that anybody that needs to know where to go to be safe and sound knows exactly where to head. And this is, my friends, why the rabbi is standing here on a Friday afternoon waving a sign on a busy street. There's a very powerful lesson here. We too need to be human signs. You see, we're surrounded by so many people, family and friends who have made mistakes. We are approaching the Jewish New Year, and so many of us are reflecting on the mistakes that we've made in the last 12 months. We have a responsibility. We have a duty to be there, to point in the right direction, to show our friends, show our loved ones, show those who we care about where they can go to find peace, where they can go to find fulfillment. So my challenge to you this week is, are you a human sign? Which direction are you pointing? Are you pointing people towards further destruction? Do you make people feel bad and guilty about themselves? Or are you pointing people upwards? Are you pointing people towards the Ir Miklat, towards a city of refuge? Are you pointing people towards a place of light, towards a place of positivity, towards a bright new year? This week I had the privilege to welcome hundreds of Jewhawks as they return to KU. And I had the privilege of attempting to be that human sign, to point them in the right direction. I ask you, join me on this campaign. This week, be that sign. Find a way to stand up and direct someone else to the right place. Shabbat Shalom. I'm wishing you all the best from the heart of Lawrence, Kansas.